I'm here tonight actually to talk to all of you about criticism and just challenge you to seek out criticism actively and systematically as you go about everything that you do. And that's not something that we're hardwired to do. We tend not to like to hear what's not good, so we make a token effort. We ask things like, do these jeans make me look fat? When we know the answer, we don't care about the answer, or we're just fishing for a compliment. So we ask and then we don't listen to what people are telling us, which means we're not getting the information we need to make good decisions. And it also means we start to alienate the people around us who want to support us with their opinions. Now, for everyone in this room, this really matters because you're all idea people. You're entrepreneurs, you're artists, you're musicians. In one way or another, you understand the value of fostering ideas. And you understand that ideas don't do this, they don't just light up. Ideas start dim, they flicker, and then they get brighter. And they get brighter as they get stronger. That happens when you identify weaknesses and fix them. And sometimes that starts by hearing that your ideas suck. But that's not always easy for us. That two-way communication ends up looking a lot more like this because it's so much easier and so much more fun to talk about our ideas and how good they are than to listen to people tell us that maybe they could use a tweak or two. And even when we do listen, the old garbage in, garbage out saying applies. Because if you don't ask the right questions, if you're not talking to the right people, then you're still not going to get the information you need. So how do we screw this up? Well, there's a few things that we tend to do. First of all, we talk to the people who are most accessible to us. It's mom and dad, it's our friends, it's people who tell us, you're so smart, this idea is so great, which makes us feel wonderful. But it doesn't actually help us improve our ideas. Another thing that we do sometimes, we take the time to hear someone out, but if they don't like our idea, we become adversarial, we become combative. We assume they've just got it wrong. No, listen, let me tell you, it really is a good idea. Which also tends to make us sometimes cross that very fine line between overzealous and fanatical. We've all been there, right? It's the best idea ever. Why don't you get it? Let me just explain it again a little bit louder. Which can scare people off. Sometimes what you try to do is do too much at one time. What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? You throw out 30 things rather than sitting down with someone and saying, let's focus on this. Let's talk about this. Let's really understand what's good and what's bad. All of these different things, all these different pitfalls lead you to the same place. You hit a wall. You're not getting the information you need to make good decisions and to support your ideas. But it doesn't have to be that way. And I want to tell you a few things you can do to change that. First of all, just because you're giving someone a voice doesn't mean you have to be holding the microphone. Think third party. Think things like SurveyMonkey or having some of your friends talk to people on your behalf. Things that just make it easier for someone to share how they really feel. And along those lines, let people do it anonymously. It's really hard to tell someone their ideas suck if you know them and you don't want to hurt their feelings, right? So give them an opportunity to really be open and honest. Don't just talk to one person either. Talk to as many people as you reasonably can. 5 is better than 1, 10 is better than 5. The more people you can talk to, the better the range of opinions you're going to get. The better your criticism and feedback. And it's not just about numbers. It's also about diversity. It's about talking to different kinds of people. Going outside your comfort zone, your office, your neighborhood, your social network. Really pushing yourself to talk to people that you wouldn't normally talk to and bounce your ideas off them. And to do it in a timely manner, because you can't unfold some huge complex idea and expect an immediate reaction, but you don't want to let it sit 3 weeks and then have people forget what they love or hated about it. You got to also give people a reason to want to tell you something. What's in it for me? Some people it's money or buying lunch. More often than not, it's just giving them the privilege of seeing the next big thing. But give them an incentive to want to share their opinions with you. And then remember, all these different pieces of criticism you're getting are a compass. It gives you a direction, which is no good without a map. You keep your destination in mind and then figure out how to let that get you there. So, I don't know if I've told you anything tonight that you don't already know, but there's a big gap between doing the things we know we should do and just knowing about it. So go out and do what you know you should do. Find criticism to help your ideas grow.